Hello out there in listening world. Wesley Bray here with Core Scope Insights, where we're always at the core of industry, expanding the scope. Hope y'all have had a great week. Hey, the Gamecock girls are advancing to the Final Four. If you're a Gamecock fan like myself, that's always good news. Hey, but welcome back to the show, y'all. Thank you for our sponsors. Thank you for our listeners. Show wouldn't be a show without our listeners, and we can't thank you enough for tuning in. Tonight, I've got a very good friend of mine in the studio with us, Mr. Kevin Keller. Kevin's with Dry Space Repair here in Columbia, South Carolina. And we're going to get into some questions tonight, and we're going to cover a topic we've covered it before, but, from a different perspective. Instead of from a manufacturer perspective, we're going to actually talk about it from a service perspective of crawl space encapsulation. So, Kevin, take it from here and tell us a little bit about yourself and Dry Space Repair.
Well, a little bit about me. I'm actually from the upstate of South Carolina, Spartanburg County. Lived up there most of my life. Then about 10 years in the Charleston area, and moved here to the Columbia area about 3 years ago. And I've been in the crawl space repair industry for a good 15 of the last 20 years.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you guys have pretty much seen it all too, hadn't
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Well, look, for someone who has no idea what crawl space encapsulation is, Kevin, give us a little bit out there to our listening world, a little bit of background. Some people have that question of what's the difference between crawl space encapsulation and just maybe putting a moisture barrier down with plastic or something on the ground.
The idea behind crawl space encapsulation is to control and condition that area, and to prevent water and moisture intrusion into the home.
Yep.
And the difference between an encapsulation and just say a vapor barrier or moisture barrier would be, number one, the thickness of the material, the quality of the material, and the amount of coverage.
Sure.
So when you think full encapsulation, um, if I was describing it to somebody who had no idea what it was, um, I would say it's kind of like putting a swimming pool liner in your crawl space,
Right.
except instead of holding water in like it would in a swimming pool, it's holding water out and keeping the water from damaging your home.
Absolutely. Good answer. I like that. So what other problems are you solving though by encapsulation that a lot of our listeners may not be familiar with?
A lot of your problems, wood rot, termites, dust mites. Dust mite droppings are actually one of the number one household allergens, and dust mites thrive in a damp, nasty crawl space.
Mhm.
So cleaning that up, conditioning that area will actually help a lot of people with allergies. And keeping the environment there to where it's not hospitable for termites or for fungal growth,
Mhm.
or the dust mites or all the nasty little critters that like to live down there.
That's awesome. So, homeowners may ask, what are, in case you're wondering out there like I used to, folks, what are some of the red flags that would let a homeowner know that they may want to inquire or have someone like yourself or Dry Space come out and give them a quote? What are some of the initial signs that, encapsulation would probably be a good alternative for me than dealing with the situations that we could maybe talk about a little bit?
We get a lot of calls from people that they get their annual termite inspection, and their termite guy says you got really high wood moisture content. You need to get this dried up. But we get a lot of calls from people that are just smelling musty smells.
Right.
Because half of the air in the first floor of your home, if you have a crawl space, actually enters through the crawl space and then moves up through the house. So half the air that you're breathing on that first floor came in through the crawl space. It's
Sure.
a scientific principle called the stack effect.
Right.
Um, Basically, any structure, air moves in and then it moves up. So if it's getting into the crawl space, then it's moving up into the house, and it's carrying those dust mite droppings, any fungal spores, musty smells. Another reason people might call us is they see standing water in their crawl space, or
Sure.
they have bouncy floors or sagging floors.
Right. That's good stuff, folks. So if you're in need of crawl space encapsulation, folks, and you're looking for a great dependable company to do it, I can't recommend another company out there that does a better job. These guys actually top notch from top to bottom. They make sure they go over the process of what they're doing and how it's going to benefit you in the initial process. And you guys come out and give free quotes as well. Is
Yep.
that correct?
We do
Yeah.
free inspections, and unlike some of our competitors, we don't sell systems.
Right.
Some of the other guys they'll sell a system and you get the system whether you need it or not. Not every house needs a sump pump. Not every house needs uh, a crawl drain.
Right.
So our goal is, instead of selling systems, we're offering solutions.
Sure.
We're going to tailor make. We're going to find uh, what is unique to your house and what problems you're having, and we're going to offer a solution to fix those problems, and at the best price we can give you.
That's great. And what you guys do when you go out there, I'm sure you're using a moisture meter to actually give an accurate reading of what the humidity level is underneath the crawl space. And we've talked about a little bit about what crawl space encapsulation can do as far as air quality, indoor air quality and things, but also it can really be a benefit for your insulation under your house as well. Is that not correct?
That is
And
correct.
also save on the energy bill.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, so part of our inspection, we do wood moisture content readings. We also use hygrometers that test the humidity level, the relative humidity level in the crawl space. That's important because if you got humid air, your insulation is soaking up that humidity.
Right.
And a lot of times you look into a crawl space, you'll see the insulation that's falling all over. That's because it's soaked up that humidity and it's gotten too heavy for it to hold up, and it falls. So,
Sure.
an encapsulation gets those humidity levels down to where they need to be, where your insulation isn't soaking up that moisture, and your wood isn't soaking up that moisture. So you're eliminating the potential of rot, termites, all those nasty things that come with
Yeah.
high humidity.
Right. So a little bit of I want to throw a humorous question out there for you because I'm sure you've got a good story for us. Tell us one of the worst crawl spaces you've ever seen in scenarios you've had, if
Mm.
any come to mind.
Some of the worst I've seen. I mean, there's really never a good looking crawl space until after we've done our thing.
Hey, good
Uh,
answer. Good answer.
but you know, insulation hanging or falling, laying all over the place. 2 feet of standing water. I've gone into crawl spaces where it was like a swimming pool. I was swimming through it. Uh, and the fun ones are always when you turn a corner and you're face to face with a possum or a raccoon.
Sure. Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Things you don't know that are
yeah.
under your house seem to creep up when the crawl space guy comes in to
Oh yeah.
repair it. I'm sure you guys have had to do some critter removal
Uh,
before you could actually do the crawl
we
space encapsulation.
we have we've been in the middle of inspections and in the middle of jobs, and run face to face with wildlife of various types, and numbers of legs and no legs.
And I can imagine that too. I can imagine that too. And in South Carolina, we have some venomous snakes, so
Oh yeah.
that's but folks, I'll tell you, that once you encapsulate your crawl space, and it's done and done right, like these folks do, you eliminate the process of the no-shouldered critters you're talking about as well. So, very very good stuff. Wanted to ask this: if you could walk our listeners through crawl space encapsulation from kind of where it starts, and let them know what all's involved in encapsulating a crawl space.
Uh, of course, the first thing is going to be an inspection to find
Sure.
out exactly what you need, and if an encapsulation is what you need, which, even if it isn't what you need, I still recommend it, because in South Carolina, it's never a question of if; it's always a question of when.
Sure,
So,
absolutely.
but for a full encapsulation, what you would be looking at a process of, it would start with clean out of the any existing vapor barrier, any large debris, anything down there that's going to tear up the encapsulation liner
Right.
or make it harder to install.
Sure.
Removal of that old nasty insulation, antifungal treatment on all the wood if needed. And then, of course, we would seal the vents. Those foundation vents are just holes that are letting humid air
Humid air
into
come
the
in.
house.
Mm-hmm.
So you seal those up. We would actually line the walls and all the foundation piers with a 12 mil non-permeable liner, which our liner, whether it's the wall and the pier wrap at 12 mil or the ground liner at 20, everything we use comes with a lifetime manufacturer's warranty.
Oh, well, great.
Our warranty covers everything except for animal chewing.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
any manufacturer's defects, anything like that, 100% covered for the life of the home, and it is a transferable warranty.
Right. Okay.
But like I say, we seal the vents, line the walls, wrap the piers, and then we put down the ground liner. We make sure all of that is sealed up, and still install a custom crawl space door that is actually sealed for air movement as well,
Mm-hmm.
and install a dehumidifier. So, uh, with no vents, no fans, you need something down there controlling the air in that environment.
Right.
So, the encapsulation itself um, will eliminate about 90% of moisture intrusion. That other 10% that still gets through, uh, the dehumidifier handles that, and it helps continue to circulate the air down there.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
that's
not
awesome.
something that's going to run constantly either. They're programmed to run for about 90 to 120 seconds, roughly every hour and a half to 2 hours.
Interesting. Interesting. So a lot of folks probably are sitting at home. So what does the typical job or install look like time wise from you guys from beginning to finish? A lot of times, um, I'll let you touch on that as far as how long encapsulation would take.
That's going to vary from house to house,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but depending on the height of the crawl space, the square footage of the house, how many piers there are, all those factors, a full encapsulation can usually be done in 2 to 10 days.
Yeah.
And of course, the tighter the area, uh, it's going to take our guys longer to crawl from one
Right.
end of the house to the other in a small area versus one that's wide open.
Sure.
And like I said, your square footage accounts for that. Most can be done within a 5-day work week.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's good answers. And a lot of folks often wonder, or they hesitate to call because they are afraid of the price. So, talk a little bit about what affects pricing, and what factors in the price of a crawl space encapsulation. And also, too, I wanted to touch on when you guys do an encapsulation. Does every encapsulation need a sump pump?
Mm.
Not every. So just kinda
Yeah,
touch on those
it's
2 if
going to
you would.
depend on if you have groundwater intrusion, whether it's through hydrostatic pressure, which is just water being forced up
Right.
through the ground, or if it's actually penetrating your foundation walls and coming in that way. In those cases, we would recommend a sump pump and possibly even a drain to go with it. In others, uh, if the ground is relatively dry, there's not a lot of standing water, not a lot of water intrusion. Uh, Sump pump usually isn't needed in those cases.
Right, right,
Um, for instance, I've been in a house that another company did years ago, and the homeowner asked us to come check some things out. The house is on top of a hill,
right.
highest point in the neighborhood. They had 2 sump pumps in there, and all of the seals and everything on sump pump were just dry rotted because there was
Wow.
never any water in there.
Right.
So that house didn't need a sump pump, but it was part of that company's system.
Sure.
So they put it in the system, sold them to the homeowner, even though it wasn't needed, and then they just sit down there and dry rot because there's no water for them to pump.
That's awesome. Well, folks, hey, that's going to take us to our break right here, folks. We're going to recognize our sponsors, and we're going to come back and we're going to ask Kevin some more questions and let him talk about encapsulation. That's his expertise, and these guys do a phenomenal job. So we hope you'll stay tuned. Thank you to our sponsors once again, and we'll be right back. Homeowners, why should you settle for an all or nothing approach to your heating and cooling? When precision and comfort matter, professionals trust XCI Zoning. Proudly manufactured in Texas, they design high quality zoning systems that give homeowners and businesses complete control over their heating and cooling needs, improving comfort and efficiency throughout every space. With durable, reliable products and innovative technology, they make it easy to optimize energy and maintain consistent temperatures year-round. For trusted USA-made zoning solutions, choose XCI Zoning. Check them out at xcizoning.com. That's xcizoning.com for all of your comfort needs. Can we all agree that when your equipment stops, your business stops? That's why professionals trust Bearing Supply in West Columbia. They provide high-quality bearings, power transmission parts, industrial supplies, and expert support to keep operations running smoothly. When you're in manufacturing, automotive, construction, or maintenance, their knowledgeable team helps you find exactly what you need fast. With dependable products and customer-focused service, Bearing Supply keeps the Midlands moving. Call them today at 803-791-0371. That's 803-791-0371. All right, folks, welcome back. Hey, got Kevin here tonight in the studio with us. It's a great honor and pleasure to have him with us and sharing his expertise with us about crawl space encapsulation, folks. A lot of folks, I would say a lot of folks need it, but a lot of folks wait until it's too late to get it. So, just want to talk about that a little bit. And Kevin, if you could touch on, tell our listening audience what makes dry space different from competitors of yours and other companies that do dry space encapsulation or crawl space encapsulation.
Um, I would say the primary thing is we operate on what I call the grandma principle, and would I recommend if this was my grandma's house, what
Mm-hmm.
would I do, and what would I recommend that she do?
Sure.
And that's the way I treat every customer. I'm gonna treat their house just like it's my grandma's house.
That's awesome.
And like I said previously, we don't sell systems; we offer solutions. We find what that particular house needs. Every house is unique, so we find what your home needs, and we offer a fix for what your home needs.
I'm often asked if encapsulation can help a homeowner with heating or cooling cost. And I think I know the answer to that, but I'm going to let you give your expert opinion on it because you probably can share more than I can add on
Absolutely.
that.
So, if you're especially in homes where the HVAC ducts run through the crawl space,
Sure.
they've got your ducts have insulation on them uh, for a reason because they're trying to keep the air cool or warm, depending on the season. If you've already got that space conditioned, uh, that area is going to stay at the temperature that you want it, and then it's not going to lose heat or gain heat
All
while
right.
it's moving through the crawl space. And encapsulation, we've actually had customers tell us on average about a 10% saving on their heating and cooling bills.
That's awesome.
A few have said that they've actually seen higher,
Sure.
um, larger crawl spaces, large ranch style homes with big crawl spaces.
Right.
They've
And there's some of those here in South
they've
Carolina.
they've seen larger savings, but on average, the customers I've talked to say, yeah, we've since you did this, we've seen about a 10% savings.
That's awesome. And also a benefit that I would imagine, folks, and I'm going to ask this from the stupidity side of things, so I'll let you share this with your expertise as well. Does it increase the value of the home for people wanting to resell?
Oh, absolutely. Buyers the ones that actually check the crawl space when they're buying a house. They open it up, they see that nice, clean, white, encapsulated crawl space.
Makes a big difference.
Makes it, it's not necessarily curb appeal, but
Sure.
it's crawl space appeal,
Right.
and it makes a big difference.
Right. And you can apply, when you put down the ground cover, and you talked about it being 20 mil, is that what the
Yes.
norm is for? And you can get some antimicrobial also, is that correct for
The
do y'all offer that as
uh,
well?
the liner we use actually has a antimicrobial manufactured into it.
Oh, okay. Great, great. And, let's see here. One of the things, that I get asked a lot, being that I've been in similar business, HVAC business a little bit, is, what's one thing that people should not ignore about their crawl space?
Um, moisture levels.
Moisture levels.
Moisture levels, the water content, the humidity down there. Uh, if you let it go and you don't solve it, it will eventually cause fungal growth, mold, wood rot, things that are going to be a lot higher price tags than
Right.
preventing them with an encapsulation versus letting them occur and paying for those bigger ticket items later.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, what would you tell a homeowner that, maybe on the fence about getting their home or their crawl space encapsulated?
Um, Again, it's you're going to spend the money whether you spend it now or later.
Right.
Uh, Whether it's to prevent these things from happening or to repair them when they do.
Sure, and it's a
Uh,
lot more cost effective
and
than the preventive maintenance, and
it,
I'm sure in every situation, just like with a car you drive, if you're getting your oil changed regularly, you're taking care of it.
hmm
Same thing I would imagine with the crawl space. And again, I'm talking about it from trying to ask questions as a homeowner who's uneducated in this arena. But you know, um, with my experience, I've seen that where you get someone that's on the fence, they're thinking about it, and they're like, "Do I really need it?" Like you just said, you're going to spend the money now or later, and a lot of times it's more cost effective, to,
yeah,
to spend the money on the preventive side of things. And
yes,
I think
sir.
that's got what you guys really do a good job of, as well as taking care of the homeowner on the front end, so that when these issues occur, they can't say that, hey, dry space didn't tell us this, because you guys are covering every aspect of it. And you guys go out and do free estimates, correct? And
Correct.
free visitations with your
We
customers
yes,
and advisories.
yes. Each of our inspections, if we schedule an inspection with you, we're going to take a look around the outside of the house, the perimeter, look for signs of water intrusion. We're going to go in and we're going to crawl the entire crawl space, and we're going to check moisture levels, humidity levels. We're going to be looking for signs of water intrusion. And then after that, we're going to sit down and go over with you what we found and what we recommend.
Yeah.
The entire process take, like I said, depending on the size of the house, hour and a half, 2 hours. But it's like I said, it's free to you for us to come out, and that way we might come out and say, "Hey, everything looks great," or we might come out and identify, "Hey, you've got some problems here. Here's how we stop it before it gets worse."
Sure. Um, Tell our listening audience out there what surrounding areas you're providing service for.
We provide service for most of South Carolina.
Okay.
Uh, Pretty much all of South Carolina except for Horry County, and we go into the Augusta area, and within the next 6 months, we'll be expanding into the Charlotte metro area as well.
Really? Are you guys seeing that more of your RNC contractors, your new construction guys, are they including it, more so now, or are they letting the homeowner do it?
Um, It's, in my experience, about 50-50, but
Really?
it is trending toward more home builders actually seeing the value and including it in the new builds.
Right,
Uh,
right.
A lot of the older homes that prior to 1986, you didn't need any type of vapor barrier according to South Carolina code. So a lot of older homes don't have them. The ones that do, those 6 mil vapor barriers, they tear up and they get degraded pretty quickly over time. They're not intended to last 30, 40, 50 years,
Right.
where our encapsulation liners are guaranteed for the life of
Lifetime.
the home.
Right. That's awesome.
And then, since 1986, when they did start requiring them, uh, the state code only requires 80% coverage. And, that's kind of like putting the lid on your Tupperware, but leaving it shifted off to the side.
Sure. Right.
It's not sealing sealing the bowl.
That's right. That's right. One thing I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about tonight, Kevin, while you're here is I know there's a lot of guys in HVAC. There's also a lot of guys in the pest control business. So, and they're kind of reluctant to get into encapsulation, but that would be an opportunity for you guys. So if you're in the HVAC industry or pest control business and you're not doing your own encapsulation, you guys do sub work for some of these guys as well, is right? So if there's some contractors that may be watching our show tonight and maybe they got a customer that's been hounding them about it, but they really wasn't on the expertise side of things, or maybe they didn't want to get involved in crawl space encapsulation, and being that you serving pretty much the whole state of South Carolina with the exception of Horry County.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunity, folks, out there to provide Kevin and Dry Spaces services without you guys, having to feel like you got to take the brunt of the load from the expertise side of things and the installation side of things. So, Kevin, we'll just give folks a little bit of time here to find out where they can reach you at as well. And that way, if there's any contractors out there that say, hey, I've got a customer that's been asking me about it, but I didn't know where to turn, or maybe I didn't want to do the work. So, Kevin, I think I'm speaking for you here a little bit, but you guys would do some subcontract work
Absolutely.
for some HVAC guys out there. I'll let you
Yeah,
touch on that.
we have several HVAC and plumbing contractors, especially here in the Columbia area, that when they run into standing water or moisture issues in the crawl space, we're their first call.
That's good.
And we go out and we take care of their customer for them, and it benefits us, it benefits them, and it benefits their customer, who is now also our customer. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And they can find us at drySpaceCS.com. So that's dryspace, C as in crawl, S as in space.com. They can reach us 803-873-3287.
Say that number again.
803-873-3287.
That's awesome. Well, folks, this is going to take us to our next commercial break here, where we recognize our sponsors and thank you for listening. We want to thank Kevin for being in the studio tonight. Can't thank him enough and sharing his expertise with us. We're going to come right back. We're going to wrap up our segment for tonight, and we're going to spin that prize wheel that all of you watch so eagerly for every week. And just in case you don't know, if you're wondering what the prize wheel is, every show, if you don't watch us regularly, we spin a prize wheel every week. We give away some awesome prizes. We give away gift cards to Bonefish Grill, Outback Steakhouse, Home Depot, Walmart. We also do AMC movie theater, so you can go catch a movie with your loved one or significant other, or maybe you're looking for a peaceful evening by yourself. Go watch a movie. So, but also we offer 4-night, 5-day cruises. We just had a winner a couple of weeks ago here, Kevin, that won the 4-night, 5-day cruise on the prize wheel. So hopefully tonight when we spin it, we'll make some lucky subscriber out there a winner. But all you have to do, folks, is go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell, leave us a like, give us a comment, let us know you watched the show, tell us who you are and where you're watching from, and we will put your name in our prize wheel so that you can be a contestant to win one of our prizes that we do on a weekly basis. And at the end of the year, folks, all of our monetary prizes, as they accumulate, we give back to our wounded warriors, those who serve our country afar, and those who protect us here at home. So we can't thank our service people out there enough, and our military. So, hey, just stay tuned and we'll be right back. Is your home feeling more hot and bothered than cool and comfortable? Don't sweat it. Call Cool Care Heating and Air of Safety isn't optional, it's priority. And with Safety Plus, where protection comes first, they have you covered with everything from head to toe, such as welding gear, hard hats, gloves, ear protection, safety eyewear, and much, much more. And let's not forget those fire extinguishers, carbon monoxide detectors, because safety isn't just gear, it's a peace of mind. Whether you're at home or on the job, Safety Plus has you covered. So call them today at 803 996 1155. That's 803 996 1155. Or you can check them out on the website at www.safetypluslexington.com. All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back here. So, all right, we're getting ready to end the month of March, going into, I guess March Madness carries into April this time of year, right?
Yeah.
So Easter's coming up out there, folks. Just want to wish you guys a happy Easter coming up, and thank you for our Lord and Savior and for what he's done for us. And if you do not know him, please contact me. I'd love to talk to you about who Jesus Christ is and what a wonderful difference he's made in my life. And so if you don't know who Jesus is, this Easter season, call me. I would love to talk with you and tell you what a wonderful experience it is to get to know Jesus if you don't know him. But anyway, Kevin, we're going to get back to you here. And we're going to, but I want to, we're going to have a little fun here in this last segment before
Okay.
we draw names out in the winter. Okay. You ready for this?
Try.
I didn't prep you for this, so
right.
Don't get nervous on me now. No need to shake. We're gonna play a little game called Rapid Fire.
Okay.
That's where I ask you some questions, and as quick as you can, you give me an answer.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Same here. Okay. What's your favorite food?
Lasagna.
Oh, we got a lot in common. All right. Are you a Clemson fan or a Carolina fan?
I'm Gamecock.
Gamecock all the way. Okay, Gamecock fan. All right. So, are you a coffee or a tea guy?
Tea.
Morning or evenings?
Evening.
Evening kind of guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cold weather or hot weather?
Hot weather.
Hot weather. All right. Now, coming down the wire here. Are you a fisherman?
I catch sticks.
Sticks. Okay. Favorite sport?
Football.
Football. Good deal. Good deal. Hopefully our Gamecocks will be a little bit better this year. We'll have something to root for.
I hope so too.
Are you a beach guy or a mountain guy?
Both.
Both. Good deal. Good deal. I'm the same way. Got a lot in common. All right. That's always a fun game to play because you find out how much you have in common with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, look, I'm going to go join Kevin over at the prize table. We're going to spin the prize wheel, and we're going to find out who our lucky winner is tonight. We thank y'all for watching, so don't miss a beat. We'll as soon as I move over to that table, we'll hone in. All right, welcome back. It's that time of night, folks, where we're spinning the prize wheel here to see who our lucky winner is. So you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We can't thank you enough. Leave a comment in those subscriptions out there. Let us know where you're watching from. And, hey, give us some questions. And, hey, if you'd like to sponsor the show, be a sponsor, reach out to about that as well. We have some sponsorship opportunities coming up, affordable way for you to get your business out in front of the public. So, Kevin, without further ado, I'm going to let you give this thing a spin.
All right.
And let's see what our lucky winner is going to win tonight. All righty. Someone has won a $50 Home Depot card. So somebody will be getting a $50 Home Depot card.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, now you get to do the fun part of spinning the wheel and finding out who our winner is. Shake them up good.
All right.
There you go. That ought to do it.
All righty.
Reach in there and just draw one. Let's see who our winner is tonight.
Our winner tonight is Ryan Russell.
Ryan Russell. All right, Ryan Russell. Congratulations, my friend, and thank you for subscribing to the show. And we'll get your Home Depot card out there. I'm sure your wife has got plenty for you to do with what you buy. 9 times out of 10, when I go to Home Depot, it isn't what I buy; it's what the wife wants. So it's always a fun trip.
Oh
So,
yeah.
folks, thank y'all. But listen, I want to close with this, and maybe you can support this statement. If you take care of what's underneath your house, what's above the floor will also be taken care of as well.
Absolutely.
So, folks, me and Kevin are going to say goodnight on a 3, 2, 1. Kevin, we're going to wave everybody
right.
good night. 3,
Good-
2, 1. Good night.